Welcome to the Real Female Entrepreneurs. Today's guest is serving sister powered success and a side of seriously good ingredients. What started as a holistic nutritionist mission to make healthy taste amazing has grown into an international loved brand in over 1,500 retail locations. Wow. Female founded, family run, and flavored forward. I'm really hungry now, guys, just so you know. This company proves wellness and business can rise together beautifully. Please help me welcome the amazing Tara Tomulka, co-founder of Rawcology. Welcome, Tara.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, so I need to hear, what does your company actually do? What products you actually have? And you start, because I am so hungry right now. I'm like ready to eat your food.
Amazing. We create organic, low sugar, allergy friendly granolas and probiotic snack bites that everyone can enjoy regardless of their dietary restrictions. And our purpose is to empower everyone to live healthy and happy lives through healthy eating.
Okay, so for somebody who is seriously allergic to food and medicine, I am just so intrigued by what you have. So I'm allergic to crazy stuff. You ready to hear this one?
Okay, let's see if you can eat our food.
Pork, vegetable oil, and olive oil.
That's
Crazy.
that's really unique. Wow, I don't think I ever heard like the pork in there, but
Mhm.
all Rawcology friendly. So we're free from the common allergens. So no peanuts, tree nuts, gluten, or dairy in our products, and all plant-based.
Wow. Do you have shakes as well? So we have granolas, correct? Do we have
We,
shakes?
we do not have shakes, but our granola is perfect to sprinkle on top of your morning shake for that healthy fat, fiber, and a little bit of protein.
Okay, now I'm like really wanting the granola.
Gonna get some in your hands very soon.
All right, tell us what sparked this mission, because something had to happen to spark this mission. Do you mind explaining it to me?
Yes. So, really, the catalyst for starting Rawcology happened when I was in my corporate career, struggling with anxiety and burnout. And I turned to nutrition to feel better, and it truly was life changing. That led me on a path to change careers, become a certified holistic nutritionist, and started teaching culinary courses at a local culinary school, teaching their first ever raw vegan food course and vegetarian culinary arts course. But I wanted to have this bigger impact when it came to sharing the message that nutrition is powerful and life changing. And I was inspired to create healthier, better for you packaged foods that are not loaded with ingredients that are ultimately making individuals sick. So your refined sugars, inflammatory seed oils. So Rawcology has always been about the integrity of ingredients.
Wow. Okay, so guys, it is clean. I'm going to tell you now, it is clean and it is raw, and you can eat this any time of day. And I mean, I just like am sitting here going, okay, let's think of some things that we can actually do with it. We already said you can
Mhm.
sprinkle it on the top of your shake, you can sprinkle it on the top of your yogurt. Okay, give us some more. What about a
It's
salad?
totally versatile. So it can be enjoyed as a snack straight out of the bag or sprinkled on your breakfast in the morning. So your yogurt, your shakes, your chia pudding, getting creative there. We have some flavors that people have actually said that they've added to salads. So we have a strawberry granola, a lemon ginger granola that people have even sprinkled that into a salad for a nice crunch. And then many desserts as well that you can make too. So freezer bark is a great one. So a yogurt freezer bark, sprinkling the granola on top of that, or a plant-based snack, dessert. So very versatile in terms of how you can enjoy the granola beyond just a breakfast item or a snack.
Yeah, I love your passion. You can tell that you want everybody to be so healthy and to
Yeah,
have the things that just like makes them feel good as a whole.
very passionate about the mission and wanting people to choose healthier, because I think it is totally revolutionary in how we can show up better when we fuel our bodies with nutrition.
And the longevity that it's going to give
Absolutely.
us as we age and not have to take medicine.
Absolutely, too. Yes, we love the conversations that we have with our customers as well, too, about, going through health challenges, facing diabetes, having to go and shift their diets, and turning to Rawcology and our fuel to make their days easier.
Oh, you said a really important thing. Easier. Make
Yeah,
your day easier.
it's about convenience,
Mhm.
not having nutrition be a challenge, but easy to incorporate healthy, nourishing snacks into your meals and enjoy them every day.
Not going to grab the bad candy or anything like that, just eating healthy.
Exactly. It's
Mhm.
simple. It's real simple to incorporate every day.
Wow. All right, a letter to your younger self. What would you tell her knowing what you've learned already?
That's a great question. I would say trust your intuition, believe in yourself, and you don't have to worry so much. I think I spent so many years in my teens and 20s worrying so much about the future and thinking life was going to be so hard and just worrying about how things could go wrong. And what's really shifted for me as I've grown up and had experience is to not worry, to have the mantra that you have everything you need to succeed already. Everything is going to work out. You have so many friends, family members, colleagues that believe in you. So believe in yourself.
Wow, believing in yourself. So let's talk about believing in yourself. What is something that was a game changer that you believed in yourself and you did, a strategy, a habit, a technique
Mhm.
that actually changed the trajectory of your business to make it become amazing like it is today?
That's a great question. I think, I've struggled before with anxiety and burnout. And the reality is, starting your own business, that's going to come up again. And I faced that in the early days, years in, continue to struggle with that. It's so easy to edge on burnout because you care deeply and you keep pushing harder. But really, what's been a game changer is to treat your own energy as a business asset. So you are your business's biggest asset, and you need to protect your energy. You need to protect how you can physically, emotionally show up to your business every day. And in order to do that, you need to be ruthless about prioritization. You need to be able to say no, which can be really hard when there's so many opportunities that come up. But having the ability to say no, to set boundaries, and protect your energy and time. And you can't pour from an empty cup. So, really protecting your own energy is so powerful in order to move a business forward.
So let's talk about that protection and moving the business forward because you came into this as the solopreneur, correct?
Yes.
And tell us how that has maneuvered. I think you have sisters and sister-in-laws working for you, and you have staff now. You're able to delegate. Can you explain that a little bit to me? Because they have so many solopreneurs out there going, "Oh my god, if I could only." Explain.
Yes, I think it's so hard to do it alone. It's isolating to do it alone. And again, too, it's so easy to become burned out trying to wear all of those hats.
Mm.
You have to delegate in your business. And we're very proud to be a family owned business today. So, started back in 2017, but my sister and sister-in-law are now owners in the business as well. And it's been an amazing experience to have family on board. And it is about that ruthless prioritization, separating, dividing, and conquering in order to achieve great things. and proud of the team that we've built. We are a mostly female team as well too. And so it is about empowering our staff and really being clear on what those roles and responsibilities are for each of our team members, dividing and conquering to achieve great results.
Wow. Okay. Thank you for that, because so many people are sitting here going, can I do it? Yes, they can. They can, because they'll grow quicker.
Yes, exactly. You need, to delegate. It's so hard. Yes, there are solopreneurs, but I'm so grateful that we've gone this route to share and have 3 co-owners in the business to drive things forward.
Ooh, to drive things forward. Otherwise, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It's so much pressure. I think there's so much pressure too in doing it alone. And so to come together as a force is truly special.
I agree. And my team they're pretty amazing. Oh my God, I couldn't do without them.
Yes. Teamwork makes the dream work.
It does. All right. So you've been in business for a while. What do you wish that most entrepreneurs would kick to the curb because they believe some mindset or belief and they just need to stop?
Yes. I think it really is that myth that you have to hustle to succeed. Sustainable success is built on alignment and boundaries. That's what sets the stage to be successful. And I think there is a lot of talk about hustle culture, but as a holistic nutritionist, I'm here to say you don't have to subscribe to that hustle culture. You can get everything done by being ruthless about that prioritization, as we've discussed, setting boundaries, being clear on your priorities, and protecting your energy, I think, are so important.
All right. And how do you balance? So let's talk about that, because we were talking about being ruthless and making sure things, we take what we need to take on and delegate the rest.
Yeah.
How do you balance the business, the family life, and actually owning the business with sisters too?
Yes, that's a great question. I think the reality is that real balance doesn't truly exist. And I don't strive for perfect balance. It's about striving for presence, I think, is the way to approach it. Because perfection too is an illusion. There's not going to be a perfect state of balance that you could ever possibly achieve. So it really is about being able to bring a sense of presence to everything that you're doing, to separate work from family, and being able to show up fully to each of those, I think, is what is important. And I think it does require that self-reflection as well too, to be able to be present for work, to be present for family life too, separating the two of them and knowing that there's going to be different seasons in your life as well where it's not easy. It is hard, and that you're going to go maybe harder and work in one season and, still having those moments with family, but, understanding that it's not always going to be easy, but it's going to be meaningful.
Right. I call it the dance. We're
Yes.
always in the dance.
Absolutely. It is that dance.
Yep.
Getting excited for the dance.
Yeah, it's a dance. I love the dance because we have to just maneuver through each and every step to see, okay, where do I have to be here? How do I have to maneuver here? And just make it happen.
Exactly.
So, every now and then we have these women that are standing on the edge and they just can't go anymore. What is your suggestion?
I think, when it gets to, feeling ready, it is always start before you feel ready. It's never going to be the perfect time.
No.
And, going back to that, perfection is an illusion and clarity comes from action. So just keep moving forward. And if you're in that messy middle, remember that growth often looks like doubt before it becomes momentum. So don't quit on those hard days. keep showing up, keep going, keep driving forward.
So you talked about just start beforehand. All
Mhm.
right. I'm going to
Mhm.
go back a minute and ask another question of you. So you were teaching culinary
Yes.
for vegetarian, vegan. The question is what made to build your own product? That is, I mean, I've been there. So the question is, there has to be like an internal gut punch to be able
Mhm.
to do that. So exactly what made you decide I am going to create this because blah
Mhm.
blah 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 blah. If you don't mind.
Yeah, no, that's great because there is more to it. So in nutrition school, I had done my co-op hours with another nutritionist that had started her own snack food business. And so I got to shadow, I got to be there, and I loved that experience. It was exciting wearing the multiple hats. And personally, I felt so frustrated when I was walking in grocery stores looking at the back of ingredients and not understanding why packaged food needed to be that way. Like, why are all these granolas loaded with so much sugar? The seed oils that are not the best. And I was making my own snacks and recipes and, thought, why can't I bring something like this to market? Like, I'm so frustrated with what's in grocery stores today. And it was actually at the course. I had some other culinary courses. I was always making these dips, so these plant-based dips. So a cheesy sauce, a ranch sauce. And at first, I wanted to bring those to market, but because I had never worked in food manufacturing, the thought of bringing a product that has a very short shelf life to market just really scared me. So I was like, okay, I need to come up with something that has a longer shelf life here, and experimented with, okay, what can I marry the dips with? So just on a whim, tried the dips with coconut, and then I dehydrated them. And so that was actually our first product, was a line of coconut chips. So with the cheese flavor, we had a smoky cheese coconut chips. We had a rock and ranch flavor, and then we had two sweet flavors, so a chocolate coconut chips and a matcha flavor of coconut chips. So it was really marrying those.
Ooh.
And with teaching at the culinary school, they had a food lab, food innovation lab. So I took the recipes to them and had some sessions with them to understand, okay, how can we scale this recipe? How can we bring this to market? How can we test the shelf life? And so I was confident with that first line of products once they gave the go on how to move forward. So it was definitely a process in understanding, okay, the frustration of not being able to find the right products that I believed in, and then the dips that I loved, and then marrying that together with something that has a long shelf life.
Wow. Wow. Okay. That is the story. That is terrific. I love the fact because I mean, we've owned ice cream companies before.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah, so the production of it and everything, and also the discovering of how you started it, because it's not the easiest thing in the world
No,
for food. It's not.
absolutely. And I didn't know exactly what it was going to be. And, you kind of feel like a mad scientist in that, like playing around with so many recipes and fun process.
Yeah. All right. Let's pull back the curtain and give me a sneak peek of what's going to happen in the future with you guys.
Yeah, well, we have a very exciting launch in the west coast of Canada happening this April. So it's a supersized bag of one of our granola coming to a big retailer. It's Costco. So we're very excited about that. That's kicking off in April. And beyond that, we're expanding deeper into functional ingredients that support gut health and overall well being. So it's about innovation without compromise and the integrity of ingredients.
Okay. This is gonna be amazing, guys. I cannot wait. I'm gonna eat the food for you on YouTube. I swear I am.
And hopefully one day, Costco USA.
Yeah,
Near you. That's the
that would be
dream.
fabulous. That's the dream.
That's the
Okay,
dream.
I like that. All right, so that's the dream. Let's go back and tell me something unexpected that my audience is gonna go, "Oh my God, Tara did what?"
Yeah, I think unexpected. I think it is just my ongoing struggle with anxiety. I think, I can show up and appear calm and collected and composed. And I think it would be surprising too for even my team members to know too that it is a constant struggle that I face in terms of dealing with anxiety in different seasons as well, where you're second guessing yourself, you're having hard days where it feels really difficult just to show up. It is that ongoing struggle, but I think nutrition has been so powerful in that to be able to, take a beat, fuel myself, focus on the basics, and, keep going in the face of our struggles. And I think the reality is that so many people do struggle with anxiety and stress. And so I know I'm not alone. And I hope, saying that and voicing it, that people can also feel less alone. So I think it's also a lesson for me too, even like knowing your question, that should be more vulnerable and share more about that struggle. I don't always have to wear the brave face.
Tara, thank you for your honesty, because it is such a true thing. There's so many entrepreneurs that just pull the covers over their head in the morning and they just don't get up.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I believe
And
that.
thank you for your honesty, because it is something that we have to all deal with.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of stress here.
Totally. Just, facing everything going on in the world today too. It's not easy.
No, it's not. So thank you for that. All right, on a lighter side, let's pump up some music, okay? Tell me something that you love. What type of music? What's your song or songs?
Definitely my pump up. Lizzo comes to mind. So About Damn Time, Good as Hell. That's definitely feel good music. Love Lizzo. At heart too, I love a lot of oldies. Make me feel good.
Give me one. Come on, we like fun.
Oh my goodness. I'm a go-to Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac is always in the rotation too. So,
oh wow,
yep.
You have a favorite Fleetwood Mac?
I mean, I like like the mellow. There's Dreams, but Landslide is also just a beautiful song too. There's so many.
Awesome. All right, what about a book or books?
I love to read. Lately with two kids, small kids, it's hard to keep up with my Goodreads and keeping up with my reading goals. But really, thinking about a book that really sits with me is Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. And it really is about, coming back to life is not always easy. There are going to be those challenges and struggles, but it's about finding awe in the journey that makes life meaningful. And so really about that, again, that self-reflection, awareness that, life does not have to be enjoyable always. It's about facing the challenges, facing the struggles, but knowing that we can find awe and meaning in those challenges and the journey in general.
Ooh, challenges in the journey.
Yes.
All right.
On it.
All right, a quote or words to live by?
My favorite one is just very simple. How you do anything is how you do everything. So it's, keeps me intentional. It's about alignment, integrity, and really the power of those small, mundane, everyday moments. And it's a commitment as well, too, that you make to your own values and living in integrity.
A superpower for just 24 hours. What would it be? This is like my favorite thing for you guys.
Yeah, I was thinking about this. I think it's about giving everyone in the world the ability to have a regulated nervous system. Because imagine the calm and clarity that could happen in that one day if everyone had that nervous system regulation.
Wow. That would be cool.
What a cool experiment that would be.
It really would be. All right. Do you believe in motivation? And if you do, what is your go-to thing that you do for motivation?
I think it's going completely offline. So, stepping away from the phone, stepping away from email, no distractions, getting offline, getting into nature, being outdoors helps me reset. And then beyond that, going back to the basics when it comes to nutrition. So, focusing on sleep. So, your nighttime routine, focusing on getting those 8 hours deep rest and fueling your body with real whole foods. It is super simple, and that's what helps me feel my best.
And what is the best way, Tara, for our audience to stay connected with you?
So definitely on social media like Instagram, check us out at Rawcology. You can visit our website, rawcology.com, and we've got a lot of great, nourishing, feel-good recipes that you can check out on the blog there as well.
Ooh, feel good recipes. Okay, we're all there. We're ready. All right. A mic drop moment that we'd love for you to leave our audience, maybe something we didn't talk about yet.
I think it's about authenticity. So you don't have to become anyone else in order to become successful. You can show up as your true, authentic self with your own values, what you believe in. You don't have to wear a mask, because I think a lot of people talk about different careers that they feel like they aren't themselves, that they put on a mask every single day. And so it is that you can show up as your true self, and that's your superpower.
Oh, ooh, that one's really good. Yeah, true self is a superpower.
It is.
Thank you, Tara, for being here with us. Really enjoyed having you.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it.
I love this conversation. Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Take care.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Female Entrepreneurs Magazine. I hope you found inspiration, actionable tips, and a sense of connection with our incredible community of driven women. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a review, and share the episode with fellow entrepreneurs who are ready to elevate their game. Remember, your success is just the beginning, and we're here to support you in every step of the way. Until next time, keep shining, keep thriving, and remember, you have the power to create the business and life of your dreams. Stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.